Hey everyone, welcome to my follow-up video on the Yamaha MG10XU small form factor live sound mixer. My first video I gave you really the rationale why I chose this board. Now that I've had it a couple of years, I thought it might be nice to do a follow-up video showing you this board in action, if you will, for lack of a better way to put it. So this one is really all about setup and where I think this board really shines. But let me start with the 7 reasons I chose it in the first place, because those are still absolutely valid. Number 1, Yamaha quality. Everything feels good and solid, nothing sloppy. There are nice detents in a lot of the settings. Yamaha quality is up there. Metal chassis, it just feels solid. Clean preamps. The preamps on lines 1 through 4 are just super clean. You're listening to them right now. I'm coming directly out of the board into a digital field recorder. I'm also going to show you some live, or demo some live sound here in the room in my garage here in a little bit. Balanced XLR outputs. You can see at the top right of the board those big cables towards the back there. That's going to my Turbosound unit down here, which I'll show you in a little bit. But I like having a balanced XLR output in addition to line outs. So you can see I've got line outs going to a recorder, so I'm recording directly out of the board, and I'm doing live sound out of the board at the same time. So love having that ability. 1-knob compressors on my first 2 vocal channels. Super having compressors right on the board, and they're really decent compressors for what they're doing. Onboard effects. Great to have onboard effects. I use them. Some people are critical of the quality. I'm going to let you listen to the quality and see what you think yourself. I mean, it's not a lexicon reverb unit, but you know, for just sweetening up and opening up live sound, I think it really works. And finally, you have a mic stand adapter. You can see this is on a mic stand, and that gets to what I feel like the sweet spot of this board is. A 3 to 5 piece band for small venues, say a venue up to maybe 75 or 100 people, where you have 1 to 4 vocalists, 1 to 2 guitars, keyboards, and maybe backing tracks. Leave the bass and the drums out of this board. Small venue, remember I'm talking small venue, the bass and the drums really should stand on their own in a small venue, the size venue that I'm talking about. Also, it's designed to be run on stage by someone in the band. That's really the sweet spot of this board. So, that being said, let me show you my specific setup. So let me grab another camera and we'll do that real quick. All right, let me walk you through a setup, my setup with this MG10XU. And here's how I'm using the particular board. Channels 1 and 2 are lead vocals, since I have the compressors on both of those. Channel 3 has phantom power as an XLR. That is going to a paracoustic DI box for my acoustic. So I'm sending phantom power to power my paracoustic with that. Number 4 is my electric guitar signal. Number 5 here, channel 5, is basically a digital band in the box. It's a Trio Plus band creator where I've broken out the bass and drum line from my guitar. Alright, so I could still put a keyboard in here, maybe a backing track or something if I wanted to do that. But you begin to get a feel real quickly. These are going to be your instrument channels pretty much up here. These are going to be your vocal and combo channels. You basically have 2 lead vocals. I would see it as 2 lead vocals, 2 backing vocals, and then you have stereo channels where you can basically be creative enough to get 2 guitars and a keyboard or some backing tracks or something like that. All of this is going via the XLR outputs here into an IP2000 column array speaker by Turbosound. This is advertised as a 1,000-watt unit. I figure it's about 300 to 500 RMS. It's got a simple plate amplifier on the back, very simple digital controls on there. I'm running it very low at minus 40 out of a minus 80. Zero mute is minus 80. You can see I'm running it minus 40, and I still have lots of volume in this room. So lots of headroom with this unit. Great for small venues because up at the top you have a wide dispersion horn speaker that basically spits out the highest frequency sound above the head of everyone who's listening. So to capture that, what I'm doing is I'm coming out of the board via 1/4 inch as well as XLRs. The XLRs are going into my live sound. These are going into my recorder. So I'm coming in directly, left and right, into a Zoom H6 unit. I'm also using the standard XY capsule placed directly in front of the Turbosound unit there at about chest level, so you can get a good feel for what stereo image such as there is from kind of a mono source. And then finally I'm recording with an MXL 990, which is going to pick up everything in the room. You'll hear the air conditioners that are running outside my garage, everything. Incidentally, I mentioned this is my garage and I'm set up for practice. So this is where I play in one corner. We have this section here for the drummer, and the bass player sets up at that end right there. So this is why I feel this board is really so good, because it fits exactly what I'm looking for, and that is doing live sound where I'm in control of my own live sound and my team's, my band's live sound. The bass and the drums are kind of on their own, small venue. That's really where this shines. So let's see if I can manage to play a little bit, and we'll pick up a guitar here, and let's see what we can do. Okay, so I'm just going to play a little bit, play a few songs, nothing special, and then I'm going to switch between the board, straight board output, the Zoom capsule, XY capsule, which gives you a little sense of what a stereo field might sound like with this speaker, and then the MXL 990, which is literally going to be capturing every little detail that comes out. So that wraps up my MG10XU follow-up video. If this has helped you kind of zoom in on the right small form factor live sound mixer for your needs, please give it a thumbs up and maybe leave a comment below. I read and reply to all the comments. But back to the board, clearly, if you need to run live sound for, say, a 3 to 5 piece band, smaller venues, this is a great board that's tailored very well to that application. But it's also great for podcasting with multiple mics. And remember, as an audio interface, although I didn't really cover that in these videos, you get 24-bit 192 kilohertz sampling frequency, which is a much higher sampling rate than the kind of standard 24-bit 96 kilohertz quote-unquote consumer level audio interface. Best of all, these boards are now in the $200 range, brand new, with free shipping from most of the retailers, or you can pick them up used for around $150, $160. Now, maybe that means Yamaha's planning to release an upgraded unit soon. I don't know. The point is, if you're looking for the best value in a small audio mixer for podcasting, live sound, and say venues up to 100, 150 people, or a terrific and really flexible home studio recording interface, the MG10XU from Yamaha definitely needs to be on your short list. So thanks for your time, and I'll catch you on the next video. Have a great day.